I am Ammar Haikal bin Jafree, and I would like to begin this presentation with the introduction of water pollution in Malaysia. The quality of water in Malaysia, as well as access to water in general, is a major concern. The water resources provided by lakes and reservoirs are used for domestic, commercial, agricultural, hydroelectric, navigational, and recreational purposes. Since rivers provide 98% of all fresh waters, river pollution is a significant issue as more and more rivers get contaminated. The water supply will be further depleted by ongoing river pollution. If sufficient steps are not taken to improve our rivers' water quality, it will have a severe impact on our country's ability to achieve full development. Malaysia, with its rapid industrialization and agricultural activities, face numerous challenges in maintaining clean and safe water resources. Pollution of water is also caused by urbanization and poor sewage treatment facilities. Other than that, as cities grow, untreated home sewage and poor sanitation system release pollutants, germs, and nutrients into river and coastal areas. Public health is at risk from this contamination, particularly in areas where contaminated water supplies are used. In Malaysia, inadequate sewage treatment, urbanization, industrial activity, and agricultural practices all contribute to the complicated problem of water pollution. Pollutants spilled into body of water have negative effects on human health, the economy, and aquatic ecosystem. Although the Malaysian government has taken some action to address this problem, more needs to be done to strengthen enforcement, encourage sustainable practices, and safeguard water resources for the sake of our future generation.
Alright, I will continue this video presentation with the factors of water pollution. The first factor is disposal of toxic chemicals waste into a river. In Malaysia, water pollution is a significant issue caused by inadequate waste management practice and industrial pollution. Industries and agricultural activity contribute to the contamination of river with the toxic and chemical waste. Improper waste disposal, sewage discharge, and illegal dumping worsen this situation. For example, the Sungai Keluang in Georgetown was reported as being heavily impacted by the industrial waste dumping in its vicinity. Next, the second factor is failure of water management from animals, livestock, and activities. Livestock activity in Malaysia are significant sources of river pollution due to inadequate waste management. Livestock operation produce solid waste, liquid waste, and other waste, all of which can contaminate river and affect the water quality. Improper disposals, including direct dumping into the river, is a common practice among the farmer. The lack of separate drainage system extract creates the issue. For example, of the negative impact is in Malaysia, it's seen in a pig farming activity in Sungai Kerai. The pollution of Sungai Kerai has been attributed to the release of pig waste from livestock farms. And the last but not least is oil spill. Oil spill in Malaysia River has been a severe impact on water quality and the environment. They can occur intentionally when the oil is dumped into the river and as a means of industrial waste disposal, or unintentionally through accident involving a ship. This spill result is in contamination of water, harming the aquatic life. For example, the Sungai Muda incident served where the diesel oil spill into the river and affecting both water quality and water treatment plant. That's for the factors of water pollution in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Shawal. My name is Muhammad Najwan Afiq bin Mazlan. Now I will present to you the part of impact of the water pollution. The first impact of water pollution is the changes to the nature of water. Clean water will maintain the health of the body, but dirty and polluted water will cause disease to humans or animals that drink the water. According to WHO, World Health Organization 2022, contaminated water and poor sanitation are linked to the transmission of disease such as cholera, diarrhea and dysentery. According to Tang 2019, this can be seen when a total of 6,000 victims of Kim River pollution in 2019 have received treatment and monitoring by the Ministry of Health. Here we can see that the nature of water that change as a result of pollution can have a bad effect. The second impact of water pollution is the water become polluted and smells bad. Agriculture and animal husbandry is not an unfamiliar activity, but these two activities also can lead to the water pollution. According to GOSH 2022, when the fertilizer has been used, plants and soil will absorb the chemical, and when it rains, the soil can move into the water drainage such as river and carry that chemical element that has been absorbed by the soil and lead to the water pollution. Next, poor animal excrement management will cause the water to smell bad and turn black. In Malaysia, one of the causes of smelly rivers that lead to the water pollution is illegal pig farming activities and lack of good management, causing Sungai Kreh in Georgetown, Penang to be polluted and stinking since December 2022, according to Dermawan 2021. The third impact of water pollution is oil spill impact on marine and human life. Apart from the situation on land, the sea also cannot escape the issue of water pollution. According to Stafford 2023, for marine life, food sources such as alga, seaweed and plankton will die as a result of the sea surface being covered by a layer of oil, and this will cause marine life to die and marine food source will disrupted. Oil spills also will have a negative impact in terms of financial resources for human. This can be seen when the oil spill that happened in Tanjung Balau, Kota Tinggi, Johor was the worst oil spill faced by the local people, causing their catching equipment to be damaged and causing a loss of RM 8,000, according to Matsani and Suhaini 2019.
Solutions to overcome the water pollution in Malaysia. It takes a collective action from the peoples, neighborhoods, organizations and governments to protect the water from the pollution. There are several strategies to help reduce and prevent the water pollution. Prohibition of toxic and chemical waste dumping into rivers. Firstly, among the methods that can be implemented to protect polluted water sources is to more strictly enforce the ban on dumping toxic and chemical waste into the river. We all know that in Malaysia, this ban has been existed for a long time, but it is ignored by responsible parties who continue to dump toxic and chemical waste into the river near their factory area. Therefore, the authorities, especially the local government, have to play a big role in enforcing this ban. Local governments can tighten the implementation of permits and regulation made. Local governments issue permits and licenses for various activities that can impact the river, such as construction, industrial operations, and wastewater discharge. They enforce regulation to ensure the compliance with the environmental standards and guidelines, including those related to the water pollution control. Upgrading livestock effluent treatment technology. By upgrading the livestock effluent treatment system is the government's move to upgrade the existing livestock effluent treatment technology. This method can be achieved by the way farmers should change the pond system method to a mechanical system to increase the capacity and the quality of effluent treatment. In addition, the biogas methods have been introduced as an initial steps to overcome the sludge and biomass treatment. This is because it can have a positive effect on electricity generations and nutrient recovery at a fast and efficient rate. Oil spill prevention by public organizations. The way to prevent oil spill is to absorb the oil in the water or ocean by using the technical traps. This method is implemented by the Malaysia Marine Department. It can see that the absorbent boom technique used in water areas such as a base to trap the oil spill requires some training because the impact to overcome oil spill pollutions is still showing at the minimal level. However, if trained more often, it is likely to give a big and increasingly positive impact to overcome the oil spill pollution on the water.
In conclusion, the issue of water pollution in Malaysia poses significant challenges to the country's overall development and the well-being of its population. The increasing demand of fresh water coupled with the industrialization, agricultural activities and urbanization has led to the degradation of water quality in rivers and other water bodies. This deterioration has severe consequences for aquatic ecosystems, human health, and long-term societal progress. The discharge of pollutants from industries, inadequate wastewater treatment system, and the use of pesticides and fertilizer in agriculture are major contributors to water pollution in Malaysia. Other than that, insufficient sewage and wastewater management, along with poor solid waste disposal practices, further exacerbate the problem. Urbanization and the lack of proper sewage treatment facilities also contribute to the contamination of water resources.